Hello and welcome to day 2 of Judo at the Paralympics 2020 here in Tokyo. And we couldn't be anywhere better for these medal matches than at the Budokan, the Nippon Budokan.
Indeed, the Nippon Budokan, the spiritual home of martial arts in Japan and the perfect venue for Paralympic Judo. Judo in Japanese means the gentle way. It refers to the fable of a tree branch bending under the weight of snow, but never breaking.
Well, let's see who bends but never breaks as we count down to the medal matches in 4 different weight categories. 2 men's, 2 women's. The morning session, we whittled down from anywhere between 10 and 16 competitors in the women's under 57s, men's under 73s. We will also have the women's under 63 kilos and the men's under 81 kilo categories. 2 bronze medal contests in each. There will be 2 bronze medals in each, which is the way of the combat sports at the Olympics and the Paralympics. And we will have the first 2 bronze medal matches in each weight category, followed by the gold medal match. We're in the middleweight categories. On day 1, we had women's under 48s and under 52 kilos, men's under 60 and under 66. And it was Azerbaijan leading the way.
Absolutely, and is that going to be the case later? We've still got plenty of opportunity for medals to come from all over the world. And that's the great thing about Judo, it is truly a universal sport.
It is, and the illustration of that is that the first bronze medal contest that we have is going to be in between representatives from the Russian Paralympic Committee and Brazil. How about that for an opener? Lucia Araujo is the lady we're looking at here, 40 years old. She is the number 3 seed. She was silver medalist in the under 57 kilo category in Rio. Likewise, 9 years ago in London, she was also present in Beijing, so this is her 4th Paralympics. She goes up against Natalia Ovchinnikova from the Russian Paralympic Committee. 9th seed, 27 years old. This is her first Paralympics, but she was runner-up 4 years ago in the European Championships in the West Midlands of England, and then 3rd 2 years ago in Genoa. Referee for this contest, the referees are all former judokas.
They are indeed, and they've been selected for the Paralympics because of their merit, and they have been working tirelessly for many, many years to achieve this illustrious position as Paralympic Judo referees.
Now the bronze medal matches, 2 of them, and they are contested between the winners of the 2 repechage contests and then 2 of the 2 defeated semi-finalists. Araujo, whom we're seeing here, lost in the semi-finals to Samandarova of Uzbekistan, whom we will see in the gold medal match a little bit later on. Then Ovchinnikova, she was knocked out in the first round but was given a second bite at the cherry and defeated Fedosova of Kazakhstan in the repechage. So it's a repechage winner against a defeated semi-finalist going for each of the 2 bronze medals that are on offer. We have a nice long podium in the combat sports.
This could be an interesting situation because we have a losing semi-finalist. So her gold medal is gone. She goes now for bronze. We have someone who's come through the repechage, so their mindset can be different. And that's going to be a really interesting situation to see how that develops.
You do have to raise your game after you've lost the semi-final. Many's the time in all sorts of combat sports that you see someone who misses out on the gold medal and then gets picked off by somebody who's come through the repechage. So yes, let us see how repechage on the left, Ovchinnikova in white, and then defeated semi-finalist Araujo in blue. 4 minutes, we're underway.
You hear the referee calling the phrase jogai. That gives the athletes an idea of their orientation on the tatami. That's the name of the area that they're competing on, that yellow square. Jogai would be if they were to step off the area. So as they get close to the edge, you can hear the referee calling jogai to help them guide themselves back into the center. And when the referee makes that phrase, he's standing in the center of the tatami so that they can understand where they are and are able to use that sound to get back into the area. If there's a technique that occurs within the area and it follows outside, it can still be a valid score. But if both of the players are off that yellow square, then the referee will call mate. As he does right now, and then he'll bring them back to the center to restart the bout.
We've had a bit of a strange start here. We've had 1 minute and 11 seconds already, and they've been scampering around, the pair of them. It may well be that the referee, Gregory Moore, will hand out Judo, which is a yellow card. He's not doing it this time around, but quite often a lack of attacking intent is one of the sanctions you can get. We'll see those at the top of the screen. They will appear as yellow cards, and they don't affect the scoring per se, but if you pick up 3 of them, you get disqualified as the chant, almost a Buddhist chant of jogai, comes up again once every second.
Now, the early part of the bout is an interesting one because it's a little like other sports. If you were interested in football, for example, you don't go from goal to goal. It goes forward, it comes back, it moves to the sides, and you gradually build the attack. And that's what these two judokas are trying to do. They're trying to tease each other out to find out if there's a weakness. If I pull on this arm, what is the reaction? Because these players are fighting and thinking about feel and senses, very much an important part of para-judo.
Ovchinnikova, whom we can see here. Well, there is the first Shido, and it was indeed for a lack of attacking intent, and it goes against Araujo. Now, if the scores are level at the end of the 4 minutes and we go to golden score, that Shido will be carried over. And so will that one. The pair of them gets a Shido. 3 of those and you are disqualified. Now, as you can see on the judoki, the kit of Ovchinnikova, there is a red circle, and that signifies that she is B1 in terms of visual impairment. She's fully visually impaired, so has no vision whatsoever, which is why she has to be led back to the center by the referee when they come back to restart. Araujo, on the other hand, B3, so she has the lowest level of visual impairment.
And still everything, all even apart from that takedown. Now, there was a Wazari score. So we have the Brazilian, Araujo, in the lead now, and she's holding down. See the clock ticking down, or ticking up from 1 to 10. That gives a second Wazari, and now it's a Nippon, the match is over. So it was all about trying to get ready, trying to make that set, and you can see Ovchinnikova is really, really disappointed. She fell into the trap from Lucia Araujo, who was able to take that initial throw for the Harai Makikomi, the moving the leg across, and then she followed it up with that hold down the Osakomi. Great win, bronze medal, and it goes in the direction of Brazil.
Lucia Araujo, 40 years old, silver medalist in London 9 years ago and in Rio 5 years ago on home soil, and she follows that up with a bronze medal here. Real disappointment etched on the face of her opponent, Ovchinnikova. Never really got into the bout. There was much scampering around for a good 2 minutes, and then all of a sudden the first real throw came from Araujo. And combined techniques for the ippon, that means that there were 2 waza-aris, the first from the throw and then the second one following up with a 10-second hold. A 20-second hold can be an ippon in itself, but here she only needed the 10 as she already had the waza-ari. Tears on either side, tears of sadness from Ovchinnikova, joy from Araujo.
And here's how she did it. There you go. That was the technique that did the damage, and then there was the hold down following her on from that. There we go. All right, and she wraps it round. See how she wraps the arm round? That's the makikomi, that wrap it round technique, and then she manages to keep that hold down the osakomi, pinning her opponent down to the tatami. Fantastic bronze medal.
Draped in the flag, wiping away the tears of delight, and we will see her later on in the medal ceremony. Now, bronze medal contest number 2. A reminder, I keep saying it, but it's very important. There are 2 bronze medals being awarded, so the winners of these 2 contests don't have to fight against one another after this. There will be 2 bronze medals. Zeynep Çelik of Turkey, the number 1 seed, 25 years old, lost in the semi-final to Valiyeva, whom we will see in the gold medal match very soon. And then her opponent, Hirose Junko, the number 5 seed, 30 years old, from Japan. Married to a judoka, Haruka Hirose. She made it through via the repechage, and she will be looking to get some hardware, get a medal for the home country here.
Referee for the bout, Artur Fando from Belarus, bringing the athlete to the center of the tatami. As you can see on the hand here of Çelik, she has a strapping on her fingers, and that can often be the case, and also on her left ankle, because there's a lot of stresses put on the joints, in particular the fingers, from the grips of the judo gi. And that's the suit that the athletes are wearing. Blue in Japanese is ao, so that's the color of the suit. And the white suit, the shiro. And the rei, the formal rei to joseki, the place of honor for the combat that they are about to undergo.
Underway for another 4 minutes.
There's an attack there from Çelik. Hirose manages to get her feet out of the way. Hirose almost successful with that throw. Both of these judokas setting their stall out early in the bout.
Referee calls them back to the middle. Hirose already has a bronze medal to her name, earned 5 years ago in Rio. She was second in the World Championships as well 3 years ago in Portugal. Second to Çelik. So this is a rematch of the World Championships from 3 years ago, which was won by Çelik in blue today.
And they will no doubt have been reflecting on that occasion and taking all of the lessons they learned from that and bringing it to bear in this encounter. Now you see the referee bring them back once more, and he calls this kumikata. They have to start holding, they have to be in a neutral position. Once they get underway, they can change the grip. They must hold with both hands though to make an attack. You see the Sioi drop to her knees. Hirose didn't quite come off though. Çelik on top. Referee points with the palm of the hand toward the referee commission. Towards the mate means to stop. The kumikata, that phrase he used again. They have to be standing upright, they mustn't bend down, they need to have arms slightly bent. Once again, Celik makes that drop and attack to the leg, but Hirose once more skips out of danger. Every muscle, their upper body, they're feeling the reactions from each other. Testing, they can hear the breath, they can understand how fatigued, they can sense all of this. Everything is being brought into play during the bout.
Hirose in white has had a long day today. She had to go through a preliminary round to make it into the quarterfinals, then was defeated in that quarterfinal bout. Went through the repechage. This is the fourth one of the day for her, and she's taken the lead though with a Wazari.
And she's going to stay on that tatami if she can. She wants to get the referee to either start the clock for a hold down, or if she can, to get a submission from Celik. Referee looking very careful at the situation. Calls mate once he's satisfied that there's no further score going to be added. So Awasari for Hirose for the Sumiotoshi as she took her down to the mat.
Please bend your arms.
100 seconds to go. Hirose in the lead. If the score stays the same, then... Well, there's the commentator's curse for you. A Wazari apiece, an equaliser from Celik.
And they're immediately returning the favour there with the Wazari, but there's a video review request. There was the Ouchi Gari from Celik. As you see here, she hooks along the inside of that leg. Hirose drops down on her side. So that's the reason it was a Wazari.
And it has been wiped off. It was on her side as opposed to any part of the back being brought to the ground. So the Wazari does not count for Celik. It means that Hirose is still in the lead with less than a minute and a half to go.
Initially, it looked as though she was on her side, but in fact, when you look at the replay, she was almost on her stomach as she turned down. So that's why it was overturned. So it's still now that one Wazari lead from Hirose in the white gi.
Hirose, who turned over in midair, meaning that the Wazari was overturned. So it means I can finish my sentence. If the scores remain the same in a minute's time, then that means that Hirose will win. She won't have got to Ippon, but she will be in the lead once the 4 minutes have been counted down.
Both the judoka using the same tapping techniques. There's again the attack from Celik. Quite evenly balanced, although Hirose has got that Wazari. 39 seconds still on the board. Celik looks as though she's puffing a bit, starting to feel the pressure of these 3.5 minutes or so of action and putting in a lot of effort. And this time she was successful, and there is the Wazari. So she's leveled the score. She's been going for that right throughout. the bout. And this time it was successful.
So this makes it one score apiece with 22 seconds to go. If the scores are level when time has counted down, we will go to golden score. But as we like to say, at this stage, it's virtual golden score anyway. Another Wazari, either way, will win it. There'll be no break in between. Once the timer has counted down, there'll be no break. They'll get straight back in. The referee will call them back into the middle and they'll start again.
Orose trying to go for that Uchigari. She drops the drop, Sioi, but now she's could be in trouble here. If Celik can get hold of one of those arms, she can hold an arm, but the time is up. That was very close. So it's golden score, all to play for.
Yes, if you are stuck in a pin and the gong goes, then your opponent is allowed to continue to pin you down, to try to pin you down for the remaining 10 seconds. That didn't occur here. So straight back into golden score after the referee has a quick word with coach Gultekin Sevinch and saying, please calm down a little bit. The coaches are allowed to help their athletes out, but they can't be talking too much. Into golden score, so whoever gets a score now has won it. Doesn't have to be an ippon, a Wazari will do. Bronze medal for whoever can score first.
And there's almost again. But Celik read that well and dropped down onto her front, so protected herself. Nothing comes from this. Referee calls mate. They both take a breath before they get up. Back into the action once again.
Golden score can go on for as long as is necessary. It's open-ended until somebody scores, so it's sudden death, but it can go on and on.
And again, Orose goes for the drop Sioi, but it didn't come off. Celik hasn't attempted the Yoko Otoshi that was successful for her, Wazari, in the first part. She tries it now, didn't come off that time though. And once more, now, was she successful?
She was indeed.
That was what she was looking for, trying to find the time to do it. Perfect outcome.
There we have it, the drop kick, the sliding kick, down she goes, and she stays down to celebrate. She has to get up. Obviously, there's a lot of formality here in judo, and so she has to wait for the referee officially to announce it. Oh, he's making us all wait.
Well, it could be that the...
Has there been... There we go. I thought there was going to be a video review then after all that time, but no. The bronze medal does go the way of Zeynep Celik with that late extra Wazari that made it to ippon in golden score.
And this is a wonderful moment at the end of the bout, that both of them embracing each other, just having a private moment. How lovely to see that.
Two finalists from the World Championships 3 years ago. They meet in a bronze medal contest here. And once again, it was Celik who got the upper hand. This time she brings home, she's being brought home by her coach, almost literally, carrying her off to the medal ceremony, which will happen a little bit later on. She has the second bronze medal. She has a Turkish flag as well to drape around her shoulders. Plenty of tears on display. It's an emotional moment.
A wonderful moment indeed.
Particularly when it's sudden death like that. You know that one mistake and you've lost it, and then your entire Paralympic campaign is over for another 3 years in this case, usually 4 years. But you know that if you make the right move, then you're taking home a medal. It's a very mental sport as well, judo, as well as being physical, and that's why it's all pouring out at this precise moment.
And there's the technique that did the trick. She was trying that right throughout the bout. She came off with that twice, that Yoko Otoshi. And you can see there the response from Orose. She knows that she's been caught. and she knows that it's game over.
The outpouring of emotion from the second bronze medalists. But now, who is going to win silver and who is going to take home the gold? It's a battle between Azerbaijan and Uzbekistan, the Eastern European nations. In blue, Parvina Samandarova defeated Hirose in the quarterfinals and Araujo in the semis. So two people we've just seen in the bronze medal contests. Up against her in white this time around, Sevda Valieva. She saw off Diana Fedosova, and then Zenep Celik, who we just saw in tears after that bronze medal victory. Number 2 seed versus number 4 seed.
Iona Abuik from Romania, the referee for the bout, as they both make their way to the tatami. First up will be Samandarova.
Just 20 years old. She's the number 2 seed here. It's her first Paralympic Games. She finished 3rd in the Asian Games 3 years ago, and she was just 17 years old. Likewise at the World Championships, again in 2018. Valieva in white this time around, number 4 seed, 23 years old. European champion in Warsaw 4 years ago. Again, her first Paralympics. This for the gold medal.
You can see the reaction then. As soon as Alieva went to go for it, the reaction from Samandarova, who read that. Initial opening of exchanges, thinking about it. How are you going to react? If I put my hand up here, this is jostling for position in kumikata. Both of them wanting to be on the grip to get the best possible way of working. See Samandarova going over the back. Now, can she turn Valieva to put a lock on? She's got a hand around. She's trying to get hold of that arm, break it free. Referee's not satisfied that it'll lead to anything. Calls a mate.
Referee certainly gave her the opportunity there. I think she did 3 laps before she said, right, this is going nowhere. You're chasing your opponent's tail as opposed to yours.
This is one of the differences, and there aren't too many between para judo and the able-bodied judo. But kumikata at the beginning is where the athletes do make contact to make sure that it's a even playing field, so to speak. And you hear the referee calling jogai. You see the Yoshimata attempt here. Can't quite turn Samandarova.
That was perilously close to a wazari there. You just thought that Samandarova's shoulder was thrown to the ground, but not quite.
But Galieva will be thinking and growing a little in confidence there. Although she's slightly shorter than Samandarova, she knows that she can make an attack. But can she do it again? She needs to break the balance, the Kazushi, break the balance of her opponent. See here once more Samandarova putting her arm across the back. And here we go down. Couldn't quite hold on to the arm. See here the signal for non-combativity against Samandarova, so she's now on her first Shido warning.
3 of those and you're out, and should it be level at the end of the 4 minutes, then that Shido will be carried over. I think she was penalised there because once she went down, she immediately crawled into a ball and her opponent was nowhere near her, actually. So she could have got straight back up, but she went immediately on the defensive.
Well, sometimes that Sutimiwaza, the sacrifice technique, she wants to bring her opponent down onto the tatami with her so she can maybe attack one of those arms, one of those joints, or perhaps put a choke on.
Almost halfway through this gold medal contest. No score, just the one Shido against the number 2 seed from Uzbekistan.
Once more now. Wasn't quite there, but the coach is asking for a video review. He believes that there was a score.
Yes, the coach asking unofficially. There's no coach's challenge in
there
Judo.
isn't. And it hasn't swayed the decision of the referee or the referee commission. So back into the match, still all even. The only difference being that Shido that's against Samandarova. Now, this is a bit different. Let's have a look. See if we
have the first Wazari.
Onto there. There, Yalieva this time was successful. She did manage to get her down onto her side. So she has got the Wasari. Much to the delight of her support, limited support here in the Nippon Budokan, but nevertheless, those that are here are extremely vocal.
Yes, those that are here are obviously people who are taking part in the Paralympics. You can all see they've got accreditations around their necks, no fans allowed. But it's great to see athletes from other sports or other weight disciplines here applauding their fellow countrymen and women. That's what the Olympics and the Paralympics is all about. Taking part and also supporting your fellow athletes, supporting your country. When you win a medal here, you win it for yourself and you also win it for your country. We've seen that every time anyone has won a medal, they've been draped in a flag immediately, and it's wonderful to see so many people from other sports coming along to support these athletes.
Oh, almost there from Samandarova. She's gone down now. Can she? She's just holding in, keeping her defences really tight. Into the last minute of the bout, and it's still the Wasari lead from Azerbaijan's Sevda Yalieva.
Adam Jamolov, the Uzbekistani coach, looking a little concerned here. We're into the final minute. Samandarova with it all to do, a Waza-ari to level things, or of course a Nippon to win it. Valieva just needs another Waza-ari, or of course she can try to manage the game, manage the clock. And that clock is ticking down, below 40 seconds.
Once more Samandarova, she was trying a sacrifice technique there. She was looking to go for Tomionagi. Couldn't quite get her foot in the right position to take her over. Referee just giving instruction there to Yalieva to adjust her hair and get that sorted out. In the meantime, she's given a second Shido to Samandarova. This time for a false attack.
Valieva taking her time. I think she might be hoping that the referee forgets to give her a Shido as well, but there might be one coming her way for backing off. She won't mind about that. There's only 31 seconds to go. It's tight, though, for Samandarova. One more Shido and she's disqualified, but more importantly for her, she has 31 seconds to try to keep this gold medal contest alive. This is ticking seconds off the clock as far as Valieva is concerned. She'll be delighted with this.
If she can hold Samandarova in this position, we're into the last 10 seconds. So, all part of the strategy.
All three results still possible, of course. We could have an ippon for Samandarova. We could have a wazari or ippon for Valieva. We could have a wazari for Samandarova, which takes it to golden score. 10 seconds to go.
Valieva, can she hold on for the last 2 seconds? And she does. A lack of attack there from Samandarova gave a creditable gold medal to Sevda Valieva of Azerbaijan.
We got that wazari midway through the contest, and then wonderful management from that point onwards. The race between the two people that we're going to see a lot of over the years. Valieva, 23 years old, Samandarova, just 20, silver medal, but a gold for the 23-year-old from Azerbaijan, Sevda Valieva, the number 4 seed.
Congratulations, this is the first Paralympic title for Sevda Valieva, Azerbaijan.
And there's the flag, as we expected. And once again, it's Azerbaijan. We've had 5 weight categories so far. 3 of them have seen gold for Azerbaijan. Women's under 48 kilo, Shahana Hajieva. Men's under 60 kilos, Vugar Shirinli. And now, the women's under 57 kilos. There is the winner, Sevda Valieva.
And very much a team effort. It's not just the athlete on the tatami, it's the coach, it's the training sessions, it's the hours and hours of work over the years from all quarters that makes the difference between success and failure.
Here's the wazari that won it.
Harai Goshi, and the delight, tears of joy.
Three out of 5 already for Azerbaijan. What an incredible record for them. And there could still be more to come. The medal ceremony will come a little bit later. But now the combats and the actual medal bouts are coming thick and fast, and we're going to move on to the men's under 73 kilo category. Vasily Kutuev, defeated semi-finalist, representing the Russian Paralympic Committee. Number 3 seed, 26 years old. Up against Rufat Mahomedov. He had to go through the repechage, as you can see. The number 4 seed, 29 years old, representing Ukraine. Both men in their first Paralympics. Olivier Desroses is the man in charge of this contest.
And first to make his way to the tatami, Vasily Kutuev. Strides his way forward, full of confidence, ready to get into the action. But can this man, Rufat Mahomedov, do anything about it? I'm sure this bronze medal is going to be a toughly contested bout.
Same rules for the men as for the women. It's 4 minutes. 2 wazaris makes 1 ippon. Ippon will win it. Same number of shidos. All the same rules.
Oh, there's immediately an attack there from Mahomedov.
It's a wazari already.
Kutuev trying to get one of those arms free. But Mahamadov opens the score with that Wasari Uchimata. He's able to get that leg, the Uchimata being the attack through the leg of Kutyev. Tried to lift him high, turn his body, landed him on the side. That's why he got the Wasari. If he could land it with force onto the back, it would have been Ippon. Now this is the Niwaza working the groundwork. Kutyev trying to turn his man onto his back so he can force a hold down at Osekomi. Straight in again, Mahamadov tries the same approach with that Uchimata. Time Kutyev drops back, he tried, can he get the armbar on? But the referee calls mate because Mahamadov lifted his opponent Kutyev off the tatami and the match is stopped. And that was very close. Kutyev almost had that armbar on. Once more, the attack from Mahamadov going for... Oh, now! Mahamadov just managed to spin round and land onto his front, so he stopped the score from Kutyev.
The very edge of the tatami here.
So neither with the advantage taken, so the referee stopped the bout, bring them back to the centre, get into the grip, the kumikata, and once more they'll start from the same position. Still that one Wasari lead at the moment by Rufat Mahamadov.
29 years old, the man in white. Third in the European Championships in Genoa 2 years ago.
So Kutyev just trying that little quick movement with the feet, see what kind of reaction he can get from Mahamadov. And he gets set for the attack. Tries to drop Tomi Onagi. Didn't get it off though. 1 minute 45 seconds still on the clock. Plenty of time to level the score or indeed to win the bout. All to play for. See Mahamadov trying that Ouchigari, the hooking technique on the inside of the leg.
First Shido of the contest, and it goes against Mahomedov. It's the first sanction. As you know, you're allowed a couple of them. If you get a third one, then that's disqualification. He won't be too worried about that at the moment. He's the one with the 1-0 lead from the early Wasari.
Kutyev trying to step up his attacks. Missed the leg as Mahamadov stepped out of the way. See the referee calling kumikata out. He's saying, blue, you need to come in and take the grip. Same strategy there. Now can Kutyev get that strangle on? Can he get hold of the lapel? He's trying to, the referee's taking a very, very close look. He'll be looking for a tap out if he can.
Tap out is a submission, and that gives the bout to your opponent. If he can resist here, Mahomedov, it's taking precious seconds off the clock as far as he's concerned, and he has just about managed to survive that attack. Kutuev wringing out his fingers in pain there after the tight grip that he had on his opponent.
Absolutely, it was a really, really close thing there, and Kutyev was almost in a position where he had Mahomedov in that choke, and he would have forced a tap out. But the power of this man from Ukraine sustained that and was able to resist. And eventually the referee decided that it wasn't going to happen, called Mate, and they're back to the center. Took a lot of energy from both of those fighters.
It really has worked in the favor of Mahomedov, though, the man on the left of your screen in white, because he's the one with the lead, and that attack took a good 30 seconds off the clock. He now only has to survive for another 46, and then a bronze medal will be his. I say only have to survive. There's obviously plenty of judo left in this bout.
The referee just trying to get him to get back into kumikata, because Mahomedov taking as much time as he could without getting himself a Shido. He already has one on the board. He doesn't want another in these closing 35 seconds or so. Again, Kutyev drops down to try that position to set up for Tomiya Nagi.
Wait. Ow. Now shield.
And the way that kumikata works is one is instructed to take the grip first, and the next time there is a start, the referee will ask the other fighter to go first.
Jogai, says the referee, they're getting to the edge. We're getting to the end of this bout. 15 seconds to go. Mahomedov still in the lead. Kutuev with it all to do in the last 10 seconds. Mahomedov happy to work down the clock. 4 seconds to go. It's going to have to be desperation stuff from the man in blue if he's going to level it.
There won't be any time. There's another Shido, the second Shido from Mahomedov. So he's got 4 seconds to survive and to keep this Wasari. Now there's got to be a big attack here from Kutyev if he wants to overcome. Can he get the lock on? No, he can't.
Bronze medal goes to Rufat Mahomedov, the early Wasari. Kutuev spent through absolutely everything into the battle there. Exhausted, and he's going to come away empty-handed, but there's the Ukrainian flag to celebrate the bronze medal for Rufat Mahomedov.
Hey, guy, you are lying. Shield.
Olivier Desroses confirms the results. Rufat Mahomedov, the 29-year-old, takes bronze for Ukraine. The pair of them exhausted. It's a shame in bouts like that. I know we already have 2 bronze medals. It'd be nice to have 4, wouldn't it? But I think the podium would end up going all the way out of the Nippon Budokan if we did that.
Yes, it would indeed. And the excitement that we get from bronze medal bouts, though, it's the gold medal final in their minds. That's the only way they're going to go away from this competition with a success. And if it's a losing semi-finalist, it's so hard for them to take a bronze medal. It's coming through the repechage, and there we see the way it happened. Got the Wasari, turned his man. You see the coach with his arm in the air, claiming the victory.
That was the first bronze medal contest in the men's under 73 kilo category. Barely time to catch our breath before we have the second one. Lithuania's Olvaldas Bareikis taking on the Georgian Georgi Kaldani. Should be a tight battle, this one.
Representing Georgia.
There is Georgi Kaldani, the number 9 seed, 29 years old, defeated semi-finalist. So he's the one who's going to have to shake off that defeat in the semis. He's here in his first Paralympic Games, up against Osvaldas Bareikis. Came via the repechage, where he defeated Nagai of Japan. He's in his second Games. He was at Rio 5 years ago, where he finished 5th. 5th is when you lose the bronze medal contest, so he will be hoping to take one step up and step onto that podium today.
Referee for the bout, Hirano Hiroyuki of Japan. This man coming out, Kaldani, he has got bronze in his sight. He's not going to be fazed by the fact that he lost the semi-final. I'm sure his coach gives him that friendly tap on the back, as does the coach of Bareikis. So both of them setting out their stall, take the formal bow, which is customary. They bow to Joseki, the place of honor, the tatami. Bareikis trying to drop Sioi. Certainly aggressive start here from Bareikis in the white.
Fast and furious from the pair of them. I don't know how much caffeine they've been drinking, but I don't know whether they're going to manage to keep up this pace for the full 4 minutes if it goes the distance.
Well, certainly puts in a great deal of energy, and it is stamina sapping.
Well, they haven't had a break yet either. Been sprinting around the 10x10 tatami for almost a minute now. Finally, we can all catch our breath. Bareikis in white is the one who came through the repechage. He also had a preliminary match this morning just to get into the quarterfinals.
He's taking his opportunity here, Bareikis, to have a breather.
I don't blame him.
Well,
giving us a breather as well.
He wasn't convincing the referee with that though, so he's giving a Judo. So back to Kumikata. And off we go again.
Let's see if they can go for another minute without stopping.
There's the attempted attack there from Bareikis. See, Bareikis trying to get the grip over the top if he can. Has to be one on the arm and one on the lapel. You see Kaldani holding that left arm of Bareikis. Bareikis trying to get over the top of that hand, so both of them trying to get the command of the grip and guide that arm, can lead into an attack. Oh, there was a fast turn there, and there is a Wazari score for Bareikis.
The man in white, but we're going to, well, that's I think for everyone's benefit. It happened so quickly there. Could have gone either way. It's been given to Bareikis, but the referee has asked the video commission to have a look at it to make sure. I don't think either fighter will argue with this because they'll want a breather again.
They do, but one wants the Yuko
It's
and
been
the
wiped
other
off.
doesn't, and it's been wiped off because I don't think he actually landed on his side. He did. It was a great setup. It was a great turn, but he didn't quite get the finish that he was looking for. So that's why it's been overturned.
Yes, Kaldani turned over in the air to make sure that that Wazari was overturned. He didn't land on his back or his side. Now let's have a look at this one. The Lithuanian coach certainly is happier with that one, and it has been given. Another Wazari goes the way of Bareikis in white.
And this time it stays there. So we are 1 minute 46 seconds still to go. And at Wazari, Bareikis leads by. And that was from his Ukiwaza. There was an attack there from Kaldani.
This is the under 73 kilo category. I reckon by the end of it they could fit in the under 67s. They'll probably have lost 6 kilos, won't they?
They're certainly putting in so much effort, both of them. And there is very little difference between the two. Should this go to golden score, my goodness, they're going to have to dig deep to find the energy to continue.
It'll go to golden score if Kaldani, the one in blue, can level things in the next 85 seconds. He needs a Wazari to do that, or of course an Ippon, an outright winning throw to win it. Referee happy to give them a little bit of time there.
Referee.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. In fact, there was a call for Judo because they felt that Bareikis was deliberately trying to avoid the attack, and it was a false attack that gave him that second Judo.
That puts the cat amongst the pigeons. Bareikis, who leads by that Wazari, but now he's walking a disciplinary tightrope. One more Shido, and he will be disqualified.
In the next 1 minute, 13 seconds, expect to see a lot more attacks from Kaldani. He'll either try to get the score or force another error from Bareikis. Every time there's a mate, Bareikis is going to take the opportunity to have a breather, as does Kaldani. They have put so much into this bout, the pair of them.
Into the final minute. Bareikis with the Wazari lead, but the two Shidos as well. The referee has to take evasive action. Oh, grief, this bout has had everything, hasn't it?
Incredible. Great judo from both of them. They are really going for this. Tremendous effort.
The way we've been seeing them spinning around on the tatami as well, they could probably take part in the breakdancing that's going to be added into the Olympics in 3 years' time. Now there's a Shido that goes against Kaldani.
And that's the first one. Now that was for non-combativity. The referee didn't feel that he was engaging enough. In the last 50 seconds we go, and it is still that Wazari difference held by Bareikis. And he drops Sioi, didn't quite come off, but he's trying to put in some effort, continuing to fight.
This is the time when both fighters rue the fact that you're barefoot here. They'd love to untie a shoelace and have to tie it up again, wouldn't they, and take 30 seconds just for a breather. 36 seconds to go. Georgi Kaldani with it all to do.
Once more, they work to the edge of the mat there. And again, it's Barekis trying to turn his man. Kaldani went for the attack, but Barekis managed to skip round and get out of danger, almost putting in a throw himself. Back to the centre they go. Kumikata once more. 29 seconds, still on the clock.
Barekis 15 seconds away from a bronze medal.
Barekis tries that throw once more and bites into some more valuable seconds. Just 12 left on the clock as Kaldani looks down at the tatami thinking, how am I going to get this Wazari deficit back? Into the last 10 seconds we go. Kaldani trying to make the attack. Barekis trying to hold back.
Barekis has done it. The early Wazari. What a bout that was. The pair must be absolutely exhausted, and I'll say it again, it's almost as if we need 4 bronze medals. Heartbreak for Georgi Kaldani, but Osvaldas Barekis in white, after one of the most intense combats I've seen in a long time, takes home the 2nd bronze medal.
Brilliant fighting spirit from both of these judoka. And unfortunately, only one winner can be. And this time it is Osvaldas Barekis of Lithuania.
He was 5th. He lost in the bronze medal match 5 years ago in Rio. And now he's put that right. Osvaldas Barekis, 27 years old, receives the plaudits from his coach, Algirdas Meskovskis. He's been his coach for almost 2 decades. Coached him ever since he was a 10-year-old child. Delight for him and for his coach and for all of the Baltic nation of Lithuania. I think his coach is going to have to carry him off here. He seems to have a 2nd win, though. That's what you get when you're taking home some hardware.
And this is how he did it.
Bronze medal contest on the screen.
But the Wazari never stopped fighting right to the last second of that bout. Brilliant performance to take the bronze medal.
We're going to move up to the gold medal match, but we are going to stay around Northern and Eastern Europe. We have Kazakhstan versus Uzbekistan. Temirzan Daulet versus Feruz Saidov. There is the latter, Saidov. Defeated Barekis and Kutuev, whom we've just seen in the bronze medal matches. En route to this final. 33 years old, the number 2 seed. Bronze medalist in Rio de Janeiro 5 years ago. Temirzan Daulet, 30 years old, the number 7 seed. He's at his first Paralympic Games here. Bronze in Jakarta 3 years ago at the Asian Games is the best that he's currently got on his CV. He'll be looking to go a lot better than that over the next 4 minutes.
Referee for the bout from Brazil, Jefferson de Rocha Vieira. As the athletes make their way to the tatami, led by Theodov. Just gathering his thoughts, composing himself, getting ready. Temirzan Daulet takes the bow as they are led to the center of the tatami.
Okay. Okay, no kumikata, okay? Close, close. Kumikata.
4 minutes to decide where the gold medal will end up.
Close. Look with the close, 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 close. Please, please.
Two tall fighters, referee Jefferson
Close, close.
making sure that, yes,
No
come on
more.
guys, I know you've got long arms, but let's get in there.
And they have to start off holding on, but then they're trying to find... Oh, very, very close there from Dali. Almost pulled that off. Saidov being very nimble there, just flicked over the top, get out of danger. Tidying up his gi, using the opportunity to have a little think.
No move.
Sure, he thought to himself he was quite close there to getting caught out.
Do you like the fact the referee's there going, come on, close, close, more close, and we're underway again. They are now getting close to the edge of the tatami, hence the call of jogai.
Still feeling reaction from each other. If I pull this arm, if I push this shoulder, what is going to be your reaction? How can I unbalance you? The kazushi. How can I dislodge you? Get myself in a position to make an attack. Ali tried the attack. Again, Saidov manages to evade. He's up again, but now the referee saying no, non-compatibility. So he gives his Judo to Saidov. Oh, that was such a fantastic attempt at attack there. Didn't come off, but Saidov nearly caught out Doli. But he managed to keep himself off the tatami. Such quick thinking from both of the fighters.
Quick thinking in attack and also in evasive action.
Now, can he get on that arm? Referee allowing them to continue for a short time in the groundwork. Can't develop it into a sound attack.
Close, close, close. Big attack. Quick attack.
Oh, there's the Oranagi. Wow. From Saidov. Lifts him up. Over he goes. Dropped him straight down onto his back. Brilliant technique there from the fighter from Uzbekistan, Feral Saidov.
Gold medal, absolutely amazing. The referee would take his time to get them together, get them in the right position, and then say Hajime, and that was twice in a row. Explosive moves from Saidov, and the second one came off for a direct ippon.
Completely different tactic on that occasion, though. Instead of going forward this time, he took him back for that uranagi over the top. Brilliant judo from Feroz Seyedov.
So the Central Asian Derby is won by Seyedov Feroz from Uzbekistan, defeating Temirzan Davlet from Kazakhstan. It's a first gold medal, a second rather gold medal for Uzbekistan in the men's after Uchgun Kuranbayev in the under 66 kilo category. Now Feroz Seyedov follows up.
Great tactics from the coach to get his fighter to make those attacks nice and relaxed in the kumikata, and then sprung the trap to take the gold.
Well, the flag manufacturers in both Azerbaijan and Uzbekistan will be doing a roaring trade at the moment. Should be selling them in the Nippon Budokan. Second gold medal for Uzbekistan in the men's judo in just 3 weight categories thus far, and here's how it happened.
Lifts him up, takes him over the top, drops him right down on his back. That's Ippon every day of the week.
Spectacular stuff, worthy of a gold medal, worthy of 3 replays from all sorts of camera angles. Wonderful stuff. Great to see as well the Central Asian rivals giving one another a hug, the gold and silver medalists. Silver for Kazakhstan, gold for Uzbekistan. That medal ceremony will come a little later. First of all, we are going to bring out the hardware, the podium, the flags and the anthems for the women's under 57 kilo category that we saw a little earlier. They're just preparing, there's the podium. They're just preparing the flags now. And as soon as that medal ceremony starts, we'll be here to bring it to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the women's under 57 kilogram category.
皆様、ただいまより女子57キログラム級の表彰式を行います。
As you heard, the victory ceremony for the women's under 57 kilo category.
メダリストをお迎えください。
2 bronze, 1 silver, 1 gold. Yet again, there is a presence from Azerbaijan and Uzbekistan. Western and Central Asia. Very, very well represented thus far at the Nippon Budokan at these Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Games. Everyone on the same level. 2 bronzes on the right of your screen.
Mr. Andrew Parsons, President of the International Paralympic Committee.
President of the International Paralympic Committee. Wonderful to have him here to present the medals.
This is Jenny Hammersborg, President of the International Blind Sports Federation.
This is Hammershoy, the International Blind Sports Federation.
Bronze medalists representing Brazil.
銅メダリスト、ブラジル、
Lucia Araújo.
Silver in London 9 years ago, silver in Rio 5 years ago, and bronze here today to celebrate her 40th birthday a couple of months ago. Zeynep Çelik, just 25 years old, her first Paralympic Games, and of course her first medal. COVID-safe protocols, you present your own medals. And they even get a mascot to take home with them. Çelik, European champion 2 years ago, adding Paralympic bronze to that.
Representing Uzbekistan.
銀メダリスト、ウズベキスタン、
Parvina Samandarova.
Time to get those Uzbekistan flags out and waving once again. Parvina Samandarova, 20 years old, obviously at her first Paralympic Games. What a performance from her.
Gold medalist and Paralympic champion representing Azerbaijan.
金メダリスト、パラリンピックチャンピオン、アゼルバイジャン、
Sevda Valieva.
Gold medal number 3 already for Azerbaijan, the second one in 3 weight categories for the women. Sevda Valieva, 23 years old, again at her first Paralympics. What a final that was, incredibly tight. Ended up winning it with an early Wazari and managing to maintain her lead, nurse it home and take home the gold, a 3rd gold for Azerbaijan.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national
Get to hear that
anthem
wonderful
of
national
Azerbaijan.
anthem of Azerbaijan once again.
アゼルバイジャン国歌の演奏です。
I never tire of hearing the Azerbaijani national anthem. We've heard it 3 times already, but what a rousing anthem that is. Sevda Valieva, gold medal at the age of 23. I'm sure there'll be plenty more in her career. Silver for Uzbekistan, Parmiva Samandarova, and then bronze for Lucia Araujo of Brazil and Zeynep Çelik of Turkey.
Yes, 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 yes.
And there they are, all 4 of them on the podium. All smiles, as well they deserve to be. Ages 23, 20, 25 and 40. And there, the various flags from Europe, Central Asia and South America, highlighting just how diverse a sport para-judo is in terms of geography, in terms of age. A few quick photos. Some of the volunteers and Paralympic staff there taking an opportunity to take a few photos with their heroes and heroines.
Next contest, bronze medal contest for women's under 63 kilograms.
So the medal ceremony, the first one is over, and now we get back to the contests. We're moving up a weight category. Women's under 63 kilos, halfway through the medal action in this afternoon session. Back over to the women's side of the draw. Wang Yue, knocked out in the semi-finals by Husseinova. 24 years old, the number 2 seed, taking on Olga Podnisheva. She had to go via the repechage, did it the hard way. Number 6 seed, 40 years old.
Referee from Hungary, Mr. Havashi Victor.
Referee for the bout is Victor Havasi of Hungary. First, making her way to the tatami, Wang Yue.
Wang will be disappointed that she didn't get through her semi-final against Husseinova. It's a very tight contest, that one was. Husseinova just sneaking it. Husseinova winning it on a wazari, went right down to the wire.
Right.
Whereas Podnisheva from the Russian Paralympic Committee, she's been here all day. She started off in a preliminary round just to make it through into the quarterfinals. Had to come through the repechage as well. She's already under the pump in this contest. Wang setting out her stall there, tossing her opponent around like a rag doll.
Tremendous power she has. Pozitiva, Sheva. And she trying so hard there just to get the leg on, but the referee's not happy about the way that Wang Wei was holding on. She was using the same hand, same side grip. That's not allowed. She gets a Judo. See there, Pozitiva trying to lose the balance, the Kusushi of Wang, but it's Wang now. See if she can get hold of one of those arms. She was holding her down for a short period of time, but the referee announces Taketa. Clock stops. You see it stopped at 4 seconds.
10 seconds is what is required for a Wazari, 20 for an Ippon. 4, unfortunately, gets you nowhere.
Referee just reminding the coaches that they are not to shout out too loudly. Advice is fine, but has to be appropriate.
It's obviously with visually impaired athletes, there are certain things that they need to tell them. They can remind them of the score because the athletes can't see the scoreboard. Also with the time, there's a difference between giving a little bit of advice and then shouting the odds for the entire 4 minutes.
Oh, that was so close there from Wang.
And yes, it has registered a Wazari. Wang takes the lead.
It almost turned her into an Ippon, but she gets the Wazari. So it's Wang with the lead with 2 minutes to go, halfway through the bout.
Referee allows this to continue, giving Wang the opportunity to try and get either a scissors here.
Trying to pull Pozitiva over by the belt.
And the count is on. It'll only need another 10 seconds. She's already got 1 Wazari, and it looks like she's going to make it 2. Yes, she is. 2 Wazaris makes Ippon, and there is the first bronze medal. It goes the way of Wang Yue, the 24-year-old number 2 seed from China.
The tenacity of Wang held out there. She was trying that throughout the bout. Managed to get that hold with her leg. Fantastic. Initially with the Tsurukomigoshi, and then she got the Yoko Shihogatami.
Congratulations.
That's easy for you to say.
First medal at the Paralympic
It's far easier for you to say than me. So a winner by combined techniques, that means 2 Waza-aris. 2 Waza-aris makes 1 Ippon, and that is the victory and the bronze medal going the way of Wang Yue at her first Paralympic Games.
The highlights of this bronze medal contest on the screen.
Here's the way she got that leg wrapped around tightly, look. Hooked under the calf muscle. And there's no way that Odnisheva was going to be able to escape.
Bronze medal contest. Women under
Bouts are
16
coming thick and fast already onto the second bronze medal contest. Spain and once again Uzbekistan represented. Marta Artepaino, 44 years old, up against the youngster here, 19 years old, Nafisa Sheriboeva. Defeated in the semi-final, coming back here at her first Paralympic Games, obviously, the number 4 seed. Someone who isn't at her first rodeo, that is Marta Artepaino. Silver in Athens 17 years ago. Silver in Beijing 13 years ago. Bronze 9 years ago in London. Took a little time out, married Yoshio, her husband, had 3 children, Kenji, Issei and Yumi. That sounds like it's going to be a very judo-friendly family. And here she is in her last ever bout at the Paralympics. She says she's going to retire after this. 44 years old, came through the repechage, looking to sign off with a final bronze. 25 years between the two fighters.
And just 4 minutes between them to decide who it is who's going to take this bronze medal. As the referee from Russia, Vasily Smolin, brings them out onto the tatami. We have the young 19-year-old from Uzbekistan, Sheriboeva, in the blue colours.
And Artepaino in the white to match her white hair. 44 years old, her final bout. Is she going to get another bronze? Wazari already against her. The 19-year-old opens the scoring after 15 seconds.
Just getting instruction there to step back out of the way as the referee signals for a video review. You heard the whistle, and that was to indicate that they needed to have a look at this. It was the Sumio Toshi was the technique used, and it's being waved away, so no score. So all square.
Okay.
You see the referee calls Mateo. The action was stopped as the fighter was lifted off the tatami. They're both gone out of the area into Jogai. But he stopped, brought back again to Kumikata to the center.
The by now familiar figure of Adam Jamolov, who is the Uzbekistan national coach. We've seen plenty of him in the first 2 days of judo here at the 2020 Paralympics.
Now, Seto Wasari for the Akikomi. See the arm wrap round. Kanchi holds the pin down as well. The clock is ticking away. Up to 5 seconds. 10 seconds. It will be Awaseti Ippon. Can she get it? Yes, she can.
There we have a bronze medal for the 19-year-old. It's a changing of the guard. The 44-year-old is going to sign off with 5th place. And the youngster, the teenager, Nafisa Sheriboeva, wins it with a waza-ari that she then converts into an ippon with a 10-second hold. Tears there
and
from the winner.
Another medal for Uzbekistan. Brilliant.
Wonderful to see Marta Artepaino leaving all smile. She can leave her head held high. 2 silvers and a bronze already in her career. How many medals will this woman win? Nafisa Sheriboeva, age of 19, already gets a bronze medal, and out comes the Uzbekistan flag once again. Certainly getting a lot of an airing the Uzbekistan flag.
The highlights of this bronze medal
Here she goes.
大型ビジョンでハイライト映像をご覧ください。
And she had the Harai Makikomi for the takedown. That was the first Wazari. Then she held her into position with the Kesai Katami. And that was the second Wazari. The two Wazaris making a Waseti Ippon. What a day the
final.
Uzbekistan contingent are having.
Uzbekistan having a great day, Azerbaijan having a great tournament. They already have 3 golds to their name and they're going to go for a 4th. It's Husseinova, Khanim Husseinova, 28 years old, the number 3 seed, defeated Kudo Hiroko in the quarters. And then in the semis, got past Wang, whom we've just seen 5 minutes ago, winning a bronze medal. But she's going to have to overcome the number 1 seed, 34-year-old Irina Husieva. Husieva, who got silver 5 years ago in Rio de Janeiro, and she will be looking to take it 1 step higher on the podium.
Referee from Uzbekistan,
審判ウズベキスタン
Mr. Vyacheslav Beredenko.
Much along the lines of Artse Paino, who we just seen with her white hair wearing white. We're going to have blonde-haired Irina Husieva wearing white. That way I'm easily confused, so it certainly helps me out when the white or the blonde-haired ones wear white. Husseinova leads them out. She's at her first Paralympics. Already represented Azerbaijan in fully sighted judo, won a bronze medal in the under-63 category at a Grand Slam in Baku 4 years ago. Up against the Rio silver medalist on the left of our screen, wearing white.
Please close. Kumikata. Jogaj. 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 Jogaj.
Early stages of the bout, both of them feeling their way around the tatami, looking for a weakness in the defences so that they can spring their attack. See Husseinova trying to go over the top. Now can Husieva get her hand underneath? She was trying to go for the lapel to start with.
Please close. Kumikata.
And she tries the Uchimata, couldn't quite bring it off.
Jog.
1 minute of the 4 minutes gone. Husieva again going over the back to try and get herself in a strong position to make an attack.
Stay. Back, please. Kumikata.
Referee from Uzbekistan, Asilav Patekyo.
Jog. Jogaj.
Once more, Husieva trying to get
Stay.
in a position to make an attack with Uchimata, with a leg between the legs to try and lift the body up.
It's a tense bout at the moment. We can see members of the Azerbaijan delegation in the background wringing their hands and nervous for Kanim Husseinova. They're up for a 4th gold medal.
Jogay.
Husseinova very businesslike. She's the one making the attacks. Seems very calm, the 34-year-old. She's been here before. She's been in a Paralympic gold medal match before, 5 years ago in Rio, when she came up just short.
Just about halfway through the bout now. Still nothing between these two. Time is an attack there from Husseinova. She nearly had the arm. That was very close from Husseinova. The coach is asking for a video review, but it isn't his position to do so.
No score with a minute and a half to go. Husseinova seems to be coming into this bout a little more.
See the style of judo from both of these are cancelling each other out as they go through, and both will be looking in their mind's eye to try to find a way of springing some form of trap.
And
again, oh, there's the Oranagi attempt. She landed on her elbow.
It was her elbow who protected her. There were cries of Wazari from the Azerbaijanis in the crowd. The referee was having none of it.
Husseinova trying to get into one of the hold down positions. Not able to, though.
Great defense there from Husseinova. Shusei put the elbow down to make sure that she protected her back. She's going to feel that tomorrow morning, that's for sure. A minute to go, no score. Golden score beckons. A gold medal on the line. Back into the cagier moves now. Surely that's it.
She turned her over this time. So Husseinova. And can she continue with the hold down? She's got the Wazari. Can she keep it on the tatami? She can't. So now it is Husseinova who's trying to take the initiative. Mate called.
So a Wazari for Husseinova. Just 22 seconds to go as well, because that attack ended up eating about 35 seconds off the clock. So all of a sudden, the Azerbaijani Husseinova is in the lead with just 22 seconds to go.
The referee just reminding the coach to keep the noise down a little. So she was tried that, holding her arm. Husseinova still looking at the attack. Just 8 seconds on the clock. Husseinova must do something if she's going to take this gold medal away.
It's too late. She's too tired. And once again, it is a gold medal for Azerbaijan. Khanim Husseinova, 28 years old at her first Paralympics, makes it a 4th gold medal in 7 events for Azerbaijan.
Well, it's a phenomenal performance from the team from Azerbaijan. And I say the team because all of these individuals have won their medals, but it is really a team effort, and the coach can take just as much pride in that.
You have to feel for Irina Husieva. 5 years ago, she lost out to the Cuban Davilida Rodriguez. This time she comes up just short against a newcomer, Khanim Husseinova. But once again, the Azerbaijani steamroller continues through this Nippon Budokan. A 4th gold medal, 3 out of 4 gold medals for the women already. It's incredible, isn't it?
Absolutely brilliant. Such a fighting nation, such fierce warriors, great tradition of judo and the martial arts in general. Wrestling, karate, Azerbaijan does it all.
Flag manufacturing, they're pretty good at that as well.
And they need to be, they've got a lot of them.
Anthems, they do a good anthem, the Azerbaijanis. Let's watch this again.
There she goes, takes her down. Soto Makikomi holds onto that arm, takes her onto the side. That gives her the Wazari.
A roar of delight from 28-year-old Khanim Husseinova. You can see the results there on the top of your scoreboard, on the top of your screen, and we'll have a short break while they mop down the tatami and then prepare the medal ceremony for the men's under 73 kilo category that we saw a little while earlier. There'll be a short break, but don't worry, you won't miss any of the action. We'll be back as soon as that medal ceremony begins.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's under 73 kilogram category.
皆様、ただいまより男子73キログラム級の表彰式を行います。
Please welcome the medalists.
メダリストをお迎えください。
Another medal ceremony, this time for the men's under 73 kilo category. If it's not Azerbaijan on the top step of the podium, the metaphorical top step of the podium, because it's a flat one here in the Nippon Budokan, then it must be Uzbekistan.
The medals will be presented by
メダルの贈呈は
Mr. Miguel Sagarra, member of the Paralympic Order,
パラリンピックオーダー受賞者
accompanied by
続きまして
Mr. Takeshita Yoshiki, President of Japan Blind Judo Federation,
日本視覚障害者柔道連盟会長
bronze medalists representing Ukraine,
銅メダリストウクライナ
Rufat Magomedov,
Wonderful
and
performance
representing
from him.
Lithuania,
リトアニア
It was a very tight
Osvaldas
competition,
Bareikis.
and particularly a tight bronze medal match. And Osvaldas Bareikis similarly coming through against the Georgian. Bareikis with just a wazari, he managed to nurse to the end. Mahomedov the same. Two of them, those bronze medal matches, going the distance. Came in as number 4 seed, did Mahomedov. So will be pleased with his bronze medal at this, his first Paralympic Games. Bareikis was here, but at the Paralympics 5 years ago. Lost the bronze medal match in Rio, won it this time around. Termijan Davlet of Kazakhstan. His first Paralympics, made it all the way to the final. Plenty of his fellow countrymen cheering him on there. You can see the flag at the top, flag of Kazakhstan. He was involved in a very dynamic final.
Paralympic champions representing Uzbekistan,
The winner of that final was this man.
パラリンピックチャンピオンウズベキスタン
Firuz Saido.
What an incredible ippon from him. 2 minutes into the contest, taking his opponent by surprise. Bronze for him in Rio 5 years ago, silver in Jakarta at the Asian Games, and then gold here this time around at the age of 33. What better place to win gold than the Nippon Budokan?
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Uzbekistan.
皆様これよりアゼルバイジャン国歌の演奏です。ウズベキスタン国歌の演奏です。
You know what, I think I quite like the Uzbekistan national anthem as well. We've heard that one twice, the Azerbaijani one 4 times. They're both rousing anthems. And you could see the emotion pouring down the cheeks of Feruz Saidov, gold medal winner. What it means to hear his national anthem and hold that gold medal proudly. Silver for Karamatov of Kazakhstan. Bronze for Bareikis of Lithuania, Mahomedov of Ukraine. Quite a big swathe of land, but the area between Eastern Europe and Central Asia filling out this podium and doing incredibly well so far. The only interloper we've had on the top step of the podium has been Algeria. Shireen Abdelawi winning the women's under 52 kilo category. Central Asia and Eastern Europe doing incredibly well. Judo in these Paralympics, Tokyo 2020. Final photographs and interviews for the likes of Feruz Saidov of Uzbekistan. To the delight of members of the delegation in the crowd. Obviously no fans allowed, which has been such a great pity, but plenty of people with their accreditations coming along to cheer on the athletes from their country. Very much part of the Paralympic spirit. Supporting your fellow athletes, enjoying the whole experience, not just when you're competing yourself, but there with your countrymen and women. Saw just what it meant to Feruz Saidov. But we have one more contest to come. It's the men's under 81 kilo category. 2 bronze medal contests and, of course, the gold. And that's what we're going to have right now to finish off proceedings. First of all, we will have the Frenchman Nathan Petit taking on Eduardo Avila Sanchez, the number 2 seed, the defending champion from Rio 5 years ago. He's not going to be able to defend that crown this time around, but he will be looking for bronze. He won in Beijing 13 years ago in the under 73 category. Plenty of medals for him. Nathan Petit, this is his first Paralympics. He's had to come the long way around, winning that repechage against Dan Powell, and here he is in with a chance of a medal.
Referee for the bout, Nedim Bayat from Turkey. Been entrusted with many of the medal bouts, doing a sterling job as the centre referee. Bela Sanchez makes his way to the tatami, followed by Nathan Petit. Take the formal bow to Joseki, the area that they're going to be competing on.
Now, they're going to confuse me this time around because the French are known as Les Bleus, but Petit isn't in blue this time. He is in white on the left of your screen. The Mexican in blue. And the voice you can hear is the Mexican's father, Hilario, who represented Mexico at Judo, and he's the coach of young Eduardo. And you will hear him, I can guarantee it, throughout the bout.
Communicator, please, in the middle, please.
There's an attack there from Avila Sanchez. Can he get the lock on? He's trying to force that arm out from Petit.
Matei.
Petit clamping down.
There's Father Hilario.
Closer, please, closer.
So you can now put a face to the voice that you can hear in the background.
Clapping with applause for the attack there from Avila Sanchez. Can he continue with that same aggressive style? Just trying to hook the leg around. Now, again, Avila Sanchez trying to do the groundwork. Niwaza.
Petit being told by his coach that he has to move around.
Moving off to the right, looking for the Osoto. Looking back, and again, Avila Sanchez trying to take advantage of the groundwork. Can he hold him down? Can he get the referee? Now, can he force that arm out? He's trying really hard. Petit holding back, managing to wriggle free. Mate called, and they'll go back to Kumikata once more.
Wait, please wait. Kumikata. Closer, please, closer.
A battle of the Latin languages going on between the two coaches.
Now, once again, we see Avila Sanchez trying to get latched onto one of those arms. It's almost as though he decides that, no, I'm not going to be able to do that, so I'll let it go. Referee then calls Mate, and back they'll go to the start position to build another attack.
Well over halfway through this bronze medal bout, no score, no shidos either, so no disciplinary sanctions handed out.
Petit, we're just trying to get inside.
And there we go. Commentators curse, no yellow cards, and there we go, I ushered one in. What do you want me to call now? Shall I call for a Wazari or a Nippon?
Well, a Nippon would be great, but I'm not so sure I would mind which way it goes, because both Petit and Avila Sanchez are so well positioned here. It could go either way without a doubt.
That first Shido, though, goes against Avila Sanchez.
I'm done.
Petit just sensing the looming attack from Avila Sanchez again. Petit goes inside, and Sanchez once more over. But there's that Wazari.
I called it.
He did indeed. And it has gone to Avila Sanchez. He's trying to hold down, trying to continue it. Here he goes for the Osekome if he can. Can he get the referee to start the count?
He can't. That would have been, if he could have pinned down Petit for another 10 seconds, for 10 seconds, that would have been another Wazari, which would have made Ippon overall. But as it is, he's taken the lead with that throw and taken valuable seconds off the clock, 46 seconds to go. Avila Sanchez, gold 5 years ago, looking for bronze this time around, nearly there. Chogai the call when they get to near the edge of the tatami. Obviously visually impaired, they struggle to see that, so the referee helps them. Half a minute to go.
Natan Bati got to up his game. Has been the majority of the action coming from Avila Sanchez. This time, Bati manages to...
He's levelled it.
He has indeed. Perfect timing. 24 seconds still to go. And this time it is Natan Bati who scored the Wazari.
Please go in the middle. Closer, closer, closer.
Well, we're 24 seconds away from golden score, but any score will win it now. A Wazari either way.
Bati drops down. Temi was a tactic sacrifice, but couldn't get the foot up.
Wait, please.
Allez, Nathan is the squawk from the crowd. Be mobile, you've got to move. There's a Shido, goes the way of Petit. Those two Shidos will be, one each will be carried over into golden score. 3 and you're out.
As things stand, it is exactly the same. 1 point each, 1 Shido each. Just 5 seconds left on the clock. And there's a Wazari.
And it's won by the Mexican at the death with 1 second to go.
Avila Sanchez, what a time to pull out that additional Wazari. Oh my word.
Please, 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 please.
There's no coming back with 1 second on the clock.
Judogi, please.
Wow.
Wait, wait. It's okay.
Referee just checking to see that it was okay, and the referee commission agree it is. So there's the win, and it goes to Avila Sanchez of Mexico.
Good grief, with 1 second to go. It looked like it was going to be golden score. It was a golden score of sorts because it came right before the gong.
Literally in the 4th minute.
Combined techniques, that means 2 Wazaaris. He took the lead, was pinned back with 24 seconds to go, and there in the arms of his father and coach. Lets it all out, the man who won gold in the under 73 kilo category 13 years ago in Beijing, stepped up to the under 81 kilo category where he is now, won in Rio, and then gets a bronze here today at the Nippon Budokan. Spare a thought though for Nathan Petit. He did all the hard work, dragged it back, and then this happens.
There it is. Turns his man over with that Uchimata Makikomi. The wraparound. And that's how that Makikomi hold that arm in really tight and then rolls him over onto his side for the Wazari.
And there he is in prayer saying, please don't have a video review, but there was no need to video review that. That was absolutely perfect. The clock was ticking down from 2 seconds to 1 second. Wow. Time to catch our breath? Certainly not. Let's have another bronze medal contest. Dmytro Solovey of Ukraine against Lee Jung-min of Korea. Lee Jung-min, the defeated finalist 5 years ago. Lost to silver 5 years ago. Finds himself on the other side of the draw. And here he is trying to match silver and get a bronze medal. Lee is the #1 seed, Solovey the #5 seed. Gold medal winner 9 years ago in London. Silver medalists in Rio. How can we have 2 Rio silver medalists going head-to-head? You can't have 2 silver medals. Well, you can, because Solovey was in the under 73 kilo category all those years ago. Roland Peuger is the referee from Austria for this second bronze medal contest. Le in blue, 30 years old, came in as the #1 seed, having won the World Championships 3 years ago in Portugal. Solveig, #5 seed, only stepped up recently from under 73 to under 81. Came third in the European Championships in Genoa 2 years ago.
Now, how is this match going to unfold? We have another bronze medal at stake. Men's minus 81 kilogram. And you can see the difference in height here. They, who was the silver medalist in minus 81. And now we've got Solveig taking, stepping up a weight category from minus 73.
Solveig just checking on Le. He is tall, Le, isn't he? Because Roland Peuger, the referee, is a tall fella. Reaching those long arms of his round there to make sure that there is a correct grip, and we're underway again.
Both trying to go for it. We see here Solveig dropping back, going for the Tomoe-nage, putting the foot onto the stomach of Le. He's got to get himself a Judo.
Solveig pulling down. This is the only time you're allowed to pull on your opponent's judogi. He was pulling down there, which is a negative tactic, so he has the first yellow card against him.
This time, oh, he just turned out of that. That was so close to a successful Tomoe-nage, but the agility of Solveig managed to escape that. That was brilliant.
It was, wasn't it? It was great attack from Le. Wonderful defense, arched his back, managed to land almost on his heels after he'd been flipped over.
Just shows the agility of these judoka. There is a video review. Let's have a look at this. As Le goes down for the Tomoe-nage, and look at the way he turned around. Now, did he go on his side? That's the question. It looked as though he landed on his hip. Yes, so he didn't land on the side. That's why it wasn't a Wazari, and it certainly was a Nippon. Very close, though. But there was a Wazari there.
So, after all of that and the video review, Le is in the lead. He has got the Wazari. And a minute into this bout, he is the one with his nose in front.
Both of them fighting like two buck deer with their horns entangled. In this case, it's the arms and jostling for position. And it's Solveig trying to take his opponent down to the mat.
That was Le's club coach, Won Yushin, that you could see there. He's in his corner.
And then we see Solveig trying to pull Le down onto the tatami.
Open the belt.
Getting close to halfway through the bout.
Open. Yes.
Referee Roland Peuger telling him exactly how to readjust his dress.
Solveig puffing a bit. Sure, he won't mind having the opportunity to just take a breath, refocus, regroup. He's got a deficit of one Wazari to make up.
He's done things a hard way today as well, Solovey. He had to take part in an elimination round to get into the quarterfinals. Ended up losing there to Karomatov, whom we'll see in the finals. Went via the repechage. Halfway through this bronze medal bout, Lei with his nose in front with that Wazari.
Solovey taking the long way round back to the center of the tatami. Both of these beginning to feel the cost of the actions. They've been
Shido coming, yes, a Shido is coming, yes. Shido out, a sanction goes to blue. Taking far too much time there, Lei.
Relax.
It's like being a chiropodist, isn't it? You've got someone pushing your arms down going, relax, relax.
There's a Shido there going against Solovey because he had a false attack.
Solovey now in a little bit of trouble. He's two of those Shidos, two yellow cards that you can see either in the scoreboard in the background or at the top left of your screen. One more of those and he's disqualified.
Solovey got that second Shido for having just one hand on the gi, and you're not allowed to do that. So that's cost him a Shido. He can't afford to fall foul of that anymore.
Dripping with sweat as we come to the end of this this bronze medal contest. Atmosphere hot in the Nippon Budokan. From Lei Seed.
Referee holding them together, kept Kumikata out, and then back into it. Still plenty of time for Solovey to level the score. Goes down once again.
Kimono, strong.
Once more, referee talks about the kimono, the gi, sort the suit out.
Open and strong, tie strong.
So he's now telling him to tie his belt strongly to make sure that that gi stays in place. Of course, it can be a little bit of a tactic in taking time. Time for rest, perhaps.
Roland Poig is looking like he's getting to the end of his tether here, isn't he? He's like an exasperated parent saying, tie it properly. I've told you this and I'll tell you again.
Coming close to the last minute of the bout, and there's still that Wazari held by Lei Jung-min from Korea. Oh, again, he tries the Tomio Nagi. And again, he's successful with the technique. Gets a second Wazari. Wazari Awaseti Epon, and it gives him the bronze medal.
Well, this was a slow burner. I thought we were going to. I thought it was going to be decided on Shido for time wasting and having the Judo-gi open, but in the end, it finished with an incredible flourish.
Bronze medalist.
Lei Jung-min, silver medalist 5 years ago, a bronze medal here finishes it off with an incredible flourish. Solovey did his level best. He's fought hard throughout the day, Solovey. Done things, gone a very circuitous route to make it through to the bronze medal match. Came up empty-handed in the end. But a great performance. Combined techniques, it was the two waza aris for Lee Jung-min. And he deserves the bronze medal that will be awarded to him in around 20 minutes' time.
This is how he did it. Watch him drop back, put the foot into the midsection, and there goes.
Tried again to get out of the way, and
he did indeed.
Almost did it, didn't he?
And here's the second one, again over the top, and once more, down goes Solovey.
It took two attempts at that particular throw, and then 2 goes on the second attempt to get him down, but it was just about enough for a waza-ari. The second waza-ari makes it ippon. That's the second bronze medal into the books, and now we have the final bout of the day. It's the men's under 81 kilo gold medal contest. Davudkon Karomatov of Uzbekistan up against Hussein Rahimli of Azerbaijan. How fitting it is that we have Uzbekistan with 2 gold medals to their name already, going up against Azerbaijan with 4. Karamatov wearing blue. He's 22 years old, the number 3 seed at his first Paralympic Games. Ditto for Rahimli. He hasn't been to the Paras before. He's the number 4 seed, 26 years old. Runner-up in the World Championships 3 years ago in Portugal. And how fitting that we're going to finish the day with a battle between Azerbaijan and Uzbekistan. Johnny Ramakers of the Netherlands is the referee for this contest. Karamatov in blue, Rahimli in white.
Both of these athletes marching their way out, getting ready for this fierce encounter for the gold medal and the Paralympic title, Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Games. Rousing music, stirring stuff, raising the spirits, and the spirits of all those sensei from around the world who are here in spirit supporting these athletes. 4-minute bout, gold medal at stake. The men's minus 81 kilogram. Oh, there was a attempt there. Didn't quite come off.
Step forward.
Waza-ari is half an ippon. That was probably half a waza-ari there, but you don't get anything for that.
No.
So, no score on the scoreboard as yet.
No yukos anymore, no kokas anymore, only wasari or ippon. Karomatov wearing the blue gi for Uzbekistan. Rahimli in white. Tries to make that attack. So Rahimli trying to get his arm over the back of Karamatov.
Into the second minute. Coach Ibrahim Ibrahimov, I'm sure you recognize him by now. The national coach of Azerbaijan.
Rahimli trying so hard, but the defenses of Karamatov doing too much for him. And this coming up to the halfway stage of the bout.
Rahimli in white, he won bronze in the under-73 category 6 years ago at the World University Games in fully sighted judo. It's only the last 4 years that he's been in para-judo.
See the effort on the face of Rahimli. He's trying to lift that huge frame of Karamatov.
Big fella Karamatov on the right in the blue, isn't he? Yes.
Hand down. Arm relax. Foot. Feet. Feet.
Referee saying to Rahimli, you need to relax his feet, get into a correct position.
The guy.
Rahimli looking for the Uchimata. And here we have, he's been successful.
Wazari given in favour of Rahimli.
Hand down.
Almost halfway through this gold medal contest, and Rahimli takes the lead.
Upright. Head up.
Rahimli started off with the Uchimata and then ended up with the Tsurugoshi to get the score. Now, once more, it's Rahimli with all of the attacking.
We're going to have a 5th gold medal for Azerbaijan, or a 3rd for Uzbekistan. Either way, these two nations have dominated the first 2 days here at the Nippon Budokan as this gold medal contest ticks over the halfway point.
Only one Wazari between the two of them. Still everything to play for. Again, Rahimli makes the attack.
Gold medal at stake. Quite often there's a lot to lose and it's a very cagey fight, but this one's been very open. I'm particularly impressed with Rahimli. He's really taking it to his opponent.
He's got the advantage of that Wazari lead, but Karamatov, I'm sure, will, in this second half of the bout, we try to level that score.
The guy.
But there's the attack again from Rahimli. Wow, he's got the arm. Can he hold on to this? Karamatov, can he get the submission? He's got the Wazari, and can he hold down? He's into 3-4 seconds. Now, can he make this into a Nippon? Rahimli trying desperately to get himself out of trouble. The 10 seconds is up. Can he keep going? He's going to go for the Nippon if he can. He's already on the Wazari.
Mate.
The referee calls Mate.
So Wazari for the hold. A pin for 10 seconds.
And look how much it's taken out of Rahimli to escape that and to get himself back off the tatami. One Wazari each now. And both of them just opening their gi and loosening that belt to give themselves a little breather. There's still a long way to go, 1 minute and 13 seconds.
Opening the gi, and I think Ibrahim Ibrahimov, the Azerbaijani national coach, is opening his lungs, shouting the odds there to tell Rahimli what to do.
Oh, Karamatov getting that Wazari. Yoko Shiho Katami holding Rahimli down. He couldn't turn it into a Nippon.
Head up. Hand down. Last warning. Okay, loose. Okay, back. Loss. Stop. stop.
We're saying both, they must lose.
Shido. Out.
And he's given a Shido
Kumikata.
to Uzbekistan's Karamatov for not taking Kumikata. The grip at the beginning. The referee was being as tolerant as he could be.
It's been incredibly tolerant. They've taken a lot of time, but I think he's very understanding of the fact that that last Wazari, the
Shido.
pin down. There's another Shido, goes the other way this time against Rahimli. A minute to go. If we go into golden score, they will carry that one Shido each over into golden score. 3 will see you disqualified. As things stand now, it's golden score anyway. 1 Wazari, either way, will win it.
Oh, that was very close there for Karamatov. Everything to play for, all even, 1 point each, 1 Shido each.
1 silver and 1 gold.
That's what's at stake. And be determined either in the next 29 seconds or it will go to golden score. And then there's no time clock. It'll just keep going until there's one or the other successful. And both looking at a bit of stalemate here at the moment.
Neither of these countries do silver medals, do they? It's gold or nothing for Azerbaijan and Uzbekistan. One of them's going to have to come away just with silver. Now another Shido goes against, yes, both of them. So the pair of them walking a tightrope now. 1 more Wazari or 1 more Shido will decide it, either positively or negatively. You want to see it won by a score. Into the last 10 seconds before we go into golden score.
Now we're just 5 seconds on the clock. Literally everything is even. 1 Wazari each, 2 Shido each. Neither of them can afford to take another Shido because that will be carried forward into the golden score.
The gong will go in 5 seconds. There will be the shortest of breaks.
Neither of them wanted to make an attack in those last second or two. So they'll take a breath for just a second because golden score will go straight into it.
Literally just a breath. 1 attack, 1 mistake, 1 sanction will decide the outcome of the gold medal.
1 correct Kumikata.
Yes.
Johnny Ramaker's saying, make it a correct one.
Wouldn't want to be left with the decision to make a Shido and Hans Hokomaki.
He doesn't want to do that, does he?
Not
He
at
doesn't
all.
want it to be him.
He wants this to be a positive score. And oh, Klein, Rahimli making the attack. Didn't quite come off for him.
Ibrahim Ibrahimov telling his man exactly what to do.
Almost wants to get onto the tatami and do it for him, doesn't he?
Exactly. Let's have the coaches on there. Let's sub them in.
Relax.
Relax. There's a gold medal at stake.
Oh, did he do it? Has he
Surely,
managed to do this?
surely he has.
Indeed. He has indeed. Fantastic. And what a way to finish. He was brilliant in his attack. He went from instead of going between the legs, he went behind the legs and took him backwards. What a fantastic Ippon score for another gold medal for Azerbaijan.
We might as well record it and just press a little button and say gold medal Azerbaijan.
Tanio Toshi, what a fantastic finish there for Rahimli.
Johnny Ramakers waits for them to present themselves.
Well, in a way, it's such a shame you couldn't have 2 gold medals because both of these fighters deserved success. But there can only be one winner, and that winner is Hussein Rahimli of Azerbaijan.
A 5th gold medal for Azerbaijan. 3 out of 4 today after 2 out of 4 on the first day. Good grief, I think they should make the coach, Ibrahim Ibrahimov, carry them all home. He needs to wear them all and see if he can get through the metal detector when he flies out of either Haneda or Narita airport in a few days' time. What a great job he's done. And there we can see the teal of the polo shirts and tracksuit tops of the Azerbaijani delegation. It's great for them to have some people to celebrate with in these difficult times where no fans allowed in the Nippon Budokan, but there's no better feeling than being in the spiritual home of judo and taking home a gold medal.
Fantastic performance from the Azerbaijan contingent. Absolutely brilliant. Holds his arms wide, holds that flag with pride. Gold medalist Hussein Rahimli of Azerbaijan.
Saying, hold your arms out. Rahimli saying, I can't, I'm too tired.
And look at the power he put into that Tani Otoshi.
The 5th gold medal for Azerbaijan. What a performance. Uzbekistan, a silver now to go with their 2 golds. We're going to have the final 2 medal ceremonies for the women's under 63 kilo category and the men's under 81. And I'm sure if they're short of an Azerbaijani flag or 2, they'll be able to find them here at the Nippon Budokan from amongst the delegations who are here to cheer them on. There'll be a little bit of a break while they set up the podium, but we will bring those 2 ceremonies to you as soon as they start.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the women's under 63 kilogram category.
皆様、ただいまより女子63キログラム級の表彰式を行います。
Please welcome the medalists.
メダリストをお迎えください。
And The third medal ceremony. This time it is for the women's under 63 kilo category.
The medals will be presented by
メダルの贈呈は
Mr. Leonel da Rocha Pinto, Governing Board Member of the International Paralympic Committee.
国際パラリンピック委員会理事
Accompanied by
続きまして
Mr. Takeshita Yoshiki, President of Japan Blind Judo Federation.
日本視覚障害者柔道連盟会長
Bronze medalists representing People's Republic of China.
銅メダリスト中華人民共和国
Wang Yue.
The number 2 seed, 24 years old.
ウズベキスタン
Nafisa Sheriboeva.
And then even younger than her, just 19, overcame Marta Arte Paino in her bronze medal match. Sad end for Marta Paino, 44 and retiring from para judo. But she was quite happy to hand over the baton to the 19-year-old. Wang Yue as well in her first Paralympics. I'm sure we will see plenty more of her in the years to come.
Silver medalist representing Ukraine.
銀メダリストウクライナ
Irina Gusieva.
Ira Husieva, silver medalist once again, as was the case in Rio 5 years ago. Came so close again this time around, perhaps even closer than last time. Losing it to a late Wazari. Level pegging with 30 seconds to go, and she comes up just short. You can see the disappointment on her face, even if it is hidden by a mask.
Gold medalist and Paralympic champion representing Azerbaijan.
銀メダリストパラリンピックチャンピオンアゼルバイジャン
Kanem Huseinova.
28 years old, the number 3 seed. She is the one who got that late Wazari and managed to nurse her advantage home with just 30 seconds to go. European champion twice in a row in 2017 and 2019, and then 2021 she adds the ultimate prize that she's just picking up now. Not the mascot, but the Paralympic gold medal. And once again, we get to hear this wonderful Azerbaijan national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Azerbaijan.
皆様アゼルバイジャン国歌の演奏です
The It gets better every time I hear it, the Azerbaijan national anthem. What a rouser. I love the crescendo at the end. This time around, we are saluting Husseinova, Khanim Husseinova, 28 years old, at her first Paralympics, takes home the gold. We have the top 4 seeds on the podium there. Gold for number 3 seed Khanim Husseinova, silver for number 1 seed Ira Husieva, and then bronze for Wang Yue and Nafisa Sheriboeva, number 2 and number 4 seeds respectively. Celebrations for the men and women in teal. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret. There's going to be another medal ceremony right after this one. And it's going to follow, it's going to have similar colours and similar music. And that medal ceremony will be the men's under 81 kilo category. It'll be the final medal ceremony of the day. They won't have much to change in terms of the flags. And as soon as they have got them ready, we will bring you that ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's under 81 kilogram category.
皆様、ただいまより男子 81kg 級の表彰式を行います。
Please welcome the medalists.
メダリストをお迎えください。
The fourth and final medal ceremony of day 2 of Judo at the Paralympics Tokyo 2020 here at the Nippon Budokan, the spiritual home of Judo. But perhaps at some point there needs to be a spiritual second home.
The medals
Baku
will be presented by
メダルの贈呈は
Mr. Kim Song-il, governing board member of the International Paralympic Committee.
国際パラリンピック委員会理事。
Accompanied by
続きまして
Mr. Takeshita Yoshiki, President of Japan Blind Judo Federation.
日本視覚障害者柔道連盟会長。
Bronze medalists representing Mexico.
銅メダリストメキシコ。
Eduardo Avila Sanchez.
35 years old,
And
gold
representing
medalist in
Republic of
Rio.
Korea,
大韓民国
Lee Jong-mi.
30 years old, silver medalist in Rio. And here they are, each winning a bronze medal. 2 bronze, of course, in all of the combat sports. They won their respective bronze medal matches. Avila defeating Nathan Petit of France, and Le overcoming the valiant Dmitry Solovey of Ukraine.
Silver medalist representing Uzbekistan.
銀メダリストウズベキスタン。
Daburkhon Garomato.
The 22-year-old number 3 seed came so close, leveled up the final with a Wazari, and looked like he was going to take it to golden score. Did indeed take it beyond. It was 1 Wazari apiece, 2 Shidos apiece. It went into golden score, and then up stepped the winner.
Champion representing Azerbaijan.
金メダリストパラリンピックチャンピオンアゼルバイジャン。
Hussein Rahimli.
An ippon, and what an ippon it was in golden score. To the delight of the few members of the Azerbaijan delegation here in the Nippon Budokan, and to millions watching around the world. What a flamboyant, spectacular way to win Paralympic gold medal.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Azerbaijan.
皆様アゼルバイジャン国歌の演奏です。
I love the way that national anthem ends, and that's the 5th time I've heard it in barely over 24 hours. What a performance. And what a podium once again, the top 4 seeds. Lee Jung-min was the number 1 seed, Avila Sanchez, the number 2 seed, they got bronze. Number 3 seed, Karamatov, silver. The number 4 seed, that man there, Hussein Rahimli, 26 years old. World Championship runner-up 3 years ago, world champion, European champion 4 years ago, and now Paralympic gold winner, Hussein Rahimli of Azerbaijan. We've had 8 weight categories so far over the first 2 days of Paralympic Judo at Tokyo 2020. Tokyo Nizero Nizero, as it is called in Japanese. And 5 of the 8 weight categories have gone to Azerbaijan. In the women's, so far we've had under 48 kilo, Shahana Hajieva. Under 52, it was an Algerian, Sherin Abdelawi, and then 2 more Azerbaijanis. Under 57 kilos, Sevda Valieva earlier today, and Karim Husseinova also today in the under 63 kilo category. For the men, on day 1, Vugar Shirinli in the under 60 category, and then we had a few Uzbekistani interlopers, Uchkun Kuranbayev and Firuz Saidov, and then finishing off once again with an Azerbaijan gold medalist, Hussein Rahimli. 1 more day to go when there will be the final weight categories. Women's under 70 and over 70, men's under 90, under 100 and over 100. That will be day 3 of Judo and day 5 of the Paralympics Tokyo 2020.
以上で東京2020パラリンピック競技大会柔道競技2日目全試合そして全ての表彰式を終了いたしました。明日は最終日柔道競技3日目となります。予選は10時30分にスタートいたします。
Round of 16.
Vamos, que la cierre va para adelante. ¡Fight!
ンポン